You can have as much as you like and enjoy your food more.
What's up YouTube, Stephen here
And Maria
from CarterFitness and Nutrition. So today's video will be based on how to make a fat loss diet enjoyable. So how to make it generally taste amazing, what sort of foods, obviously, what to add to your meals, okay, and how to do it without obviously getting out of that caloric deficit. But first of all, before we get to it, let's go through the video sponsor.
This video is sponsored by Balanzi. Balanzi are a jewelry brand that sells things like necklaces, rings and bracelets. They suit all styles, occasions and lifestyles. If you would like to change up your wardrobe for the best, then you are more than welcome to use my discount code Carter25314 at www.balanzi.com. That is for a 25% off discount code. Thank you, and I appreciate the support.
So let's get to it. So when it comes to enjoying a diet, first of all you want to add something that tastes good but obviously low calories, or even no calories. So the first one, obviously, we're going to say add Himalayan salt. So you like Himalayan salt?
Yeah.
I love Himalayan salt. Add it to your meals. No calories, obviously, it's salt, so it's not going to have any calories. And it's not going to build up all this, obviously, the bad sodiums, like, especially when it attaches to your oral health and stuff. Himalayan salt is a good idea, a great choice when it comes to, obviously, the clean sodium. Extracted, obviously, from the Himalayas, as it says, but it's really good. Obviously, it's the most beneficial and the best tasting salt I've ever used.
To make your food taste nicer, instead of having all those bad sugars, you can have sweeteners like stevia. There's other ones called sucralose and stuff like that. These help sweeten your foods as well, to make them that bit like that they've got that bad sugar in them, but they don't. They'll just taste more sweeter.
Yeah, sweeteners is basically an alternative to when it comes to simple sugars. So having the sweeteners, for example, so you opt in for stevia, you cut out the simple sugar. Simple sugars are full of calories. So when it comes to using sweeteners, you are getting rid of all those calories. 1, 2, 3 calories a teaspoon, barely anything. So when it comes to it, go for things that contain sweeteners, especially when it comes to things like Diet Coke. Diet Coke's a good option, obviously, when it comes to losing weight, because Coke has calories, Diet Coke has no calories.
Also, if you want to opt out of using normal sugar, it's a good recommendation to use stevia or sucralose in tea and coffee, or any kind of beverage you use.
Yeah, very good option actually. Yeah, tea and coffee. Don't add simple sugars. Not good for your teeth. Not good for your overall health. Obviously, sweeteners also convert into glucose in some forms. So obviously, it's still basically giving you that energy, still giving you that, that performance. So I would opt in for sweetener. Obviously, it's not going to destroy your coffee. It's not like it's going to turn your coffee into some kind of mad 100-calorie sports drink. It's going to obviously sweeten your coffee in the best possible way without adding those extra calories.
It will make it taste, I won't say it'll change the taste overly much, but it will make it a ton sweeter. Not like, it won't be like if you've had a bag of unhealthy sugar, it won't be like that. It won't start rotting your teeth like really unhealthy sugar, but I wouldn't say have tons of stevia and stuff like that. Go sensible, but yeah, it is probably a healthier option than normal sugar.
So already you've gone for the desire for taste, okay? So we've gone through the salt, we've gone through the sweetener. The next one is opt in for some calorie-free sauces and syrups, basically condiments. So, like this, for example. So, a great company to go for is obviously Skinny. This is golden syrup, and we have another one here, which is sweet chili. You can add these in your meals without adding the calories. So, you've also got Walden Farms, they have in the US as well. So it's a good option. Obviously, if your meals are pretty bland, you're like, okay, I can't really stick with this. This is getting hard. Obviously, I just want to have a burger or something. Make a homemade burger. Put one of these in there.
Also, the reason why calorie-free condiments are a better option to normal condiments is because compared to normal condiments, the calories are lower, plus they don't put any sugar in it, so you can have as much as you like and enjoy your food more.
Yeah, that's when it comes down to the subject of sweeteners as well. So obviously they use sweeteners. It's their way of bringing those calories down without all the excess simple sugars in there. So like ketchup contains a lot of sugar, but if you go for the skinny ketchup, you're getting none of that sugar, you're getting the sweetener. So you're still going for a good taste, you're making those meals flavourful, allowing you to enjoy your diet and stick to it long term. So when it comes to, you've got the condiments, now we're going to go to the next one, which is obviously adding on some herbs to your meats. So you've got herbs like turmeric, which is obviously a spice, but you can use that as like a herb seasoning. You've got garlic, parsley. You've also got barbecue seasoning. You've got like coriander. You've got oregano. So herbs, spices, like all kinds of seasonings, really good to make your food taste great. Add that on top of the salt, and add that with a couple condiments, and guess what?
Obviously, if you're allergic to certain ingredients, don't include them. If they're ingredients in certain herbs that you're allergic to, obviously avoid them. But go for the herbs that you prefer.
Yes, exactly that. So, yeah, add on your seasonings. They're not going to add any calories whatsoever. And then after the herbs, obviously, so you can put your herbs on your meat, you can put it on your potatoes, you can put it on anything you want. Now let's go for between the meals. So not only you are making the meals taste good, you're also making between your meals. So, for example, as we went over the sweeteners, when it comes to beverages, flavour your beverages. Flavour them. So what do I mean by that? Calorie-free syrups. Okay, adding in half a teaspoon of honey can make a big difference to your tea. Adding in a little bit of milk can make a difference. Milk will, however, inhibit the effects of caffeine by a little bit. Not by fully, you still feel the effect, but not as much as you would if you had a plain black coffee, so just be aware of that.
Or, as well as that good pointer, you can always add coffee or tea syrups as well, like for example bulk and skinny foods do really amazing ones to add to those hot beverages if you want any.
Yes, bulk is a good choice to go for. Same as when it comes to skinnies, they do like litre size ones, so that's a pretty good choice as well. So yeah, try and flavour your teas and coffees, you enjoy it for longer. Obviously then you've got the sweetness on top, fantastic. Okay, so, and also they are very good appetite suppressants. If you're able to suppress your appetite in any means necessary without having to basically bulge out all these foods and binge in the evening, then well, teas and coffees are great. It worked for me really well. I was prepping, I was struggling. There was Maria there trying to handle me because I was always some moody old guy all the time. So having a tea or coffee, like even if it's decaffeinated tea, coffee, it works, right? And obviously like Diet Coke, like I mentioned earlier, also works. So what you got to think is try and add those little desire for sweetness into your diet without adding all that weight, adding those extra calories, and you're going to love your diet. So then it comes to something else. So when you're on a fat loss diet, you can start feeling really fatigued as you gradually go along. So the further you go along, the further you start dropping your calories, the more lethargic, the more tired you're going to feel. So this is where we opt in for something called a refeed day.
That allows you to, depending on how low your calories are, that allows you to have more carbs and calories that day, depending on how many days or day you decide to have your refeed. If you decide to have it within over a few weeks, a week or a day, that is what a refeed entails.
Yeah, so a refeed is, so depending on how far out from your goal you are or from your show, if you're further out, every 2 weeks. The closer you get, the more frequent your refeeds become. So every 2 weeks, let's say 6 months out, it'd be every 2 weeks. But if you're a month out from your show, you're 4.5 weeks out, that is when you opt in and say, okay, I'm going to have a refeed once a week. You're going to have it on a Friday, you're going to have it on a leg day, you choose it, even on a rest day, it doesn't matter. As long as it's on that one day, it's able to allow you to increase your performance, feel better, energetic within those next few days after, then you've done a good job. Stick to it. But yeah, there's a video obviously that we put up called My Approach to Fat Loss, which will be a ideal video to watch. This is my approach. Maria will have her approach as well, coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. Okay, and the last one is mix up your fruits and vegetables together. Now, this is one thing we do on our last meal of the day. So we have a salad not long before bed, and in that meal we add in pears, we have swede, we have spinach, and we're mixing it all up. And what you find having fruit and vegetables is that you're getting that sweet taste, you're getting that really nice sour taste. Obviously I love things sour. I do love things sour. Obviously I ain't going to walk into a shop and pick up some Sour Patch and just crave on those. I just want to have that nice bit of fruit in my meal. Maria's like it as well. She loves her fruit, so it's a good choice. It's a good thing to add in.
It's a good combination, having fruits and vegetables together, because then you get the best of both worlds, really.
Yeah, you do. So the more desired sweetness you get, the better. So as we've gone over everything, adding salt to your meals makes it taste great. Adding sweetener to your nice good old coffees or adding it to your desserts is also another great way. Adding in some sugar-free condiments on top of everything, even better. Okay, and then you got your refeed days, which obviously that one day you eat more carbohydrates. Adding your fruits and vegetables, I mean, you can't go wrong. So as long as you've got that sweet taste, you've got that taste where you think, okay, this diet tastes good, I'm going to stick with it.
And then everything will go fine for you.
Yes, everything will go fine. So yeah, we hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to our channel. Please follow our Instagram at CarterFitness90, and be sure to check out our podcast, which is also on the YouTube.
And click on the bell icon for more notifications.
And we will see you in the next one.